I was Knock at the Cabin. Um, I was gonna make a video. I guess I could just do it here. Um, it was not the worst thing that M Night Shyamalan's done, but it's still not like anything special at all. Honestly, it was like it was cool. Like I didn't mind it. You know what I mean? It had a lot of like tension, had a lot of like suspense going on here and there. But like it was kind of lackluster. It was just a little boring. Like there was no twist. Like there was no twist whatsoever in the movie. At least I didn't catch a twist whatsoever, which is like his main thing, I thought. But it was better than Old. That last one that he did, it was definitely way better than Old. But like it's still like that's not saying like I don't know. It wasn't that great. It really wasn't that great. Like it was I felt like it was suspense for a good chunk of it, and I was interested. Like the characters are really interesting. The family that it revolves around, they're a same sex couple, but like it was really interesting the dynamic that they tried to like make out of that. Like they didn't go overboard with the whole same sex thing. They didn't go overboard with them having like an Asian daughter or anything like that. There was no like bullshit in the movie or anything. It was just there was no payoff. There was like no payoff like at all. Like normally, at least in an M Night Shyamalan movie, like there's at least like the stupid twist at the end to give you at least a little bit of a payoff to make you feel like, oh, at least I didn't watch this for nothing. There was literally nothing in this movie that made me feel like, oh, this was worth it. Like there was really just like it was just an hour and 45 minutes of just some okay suspense, some questionable like things going on in the movie where you're like, what's gonna happen next kind of thing. But like it didn't really pay off at all. And I can't really like give the movie any credit because it kind of wasted my time. That's kind of how it felt. I like the characters though. Like I said, like the acting was good. Dave Batista was good. Rupert Grint is in it. Or fucking Ron Weasley, he's in that. There's a couple other people that you'll recognize. There's the chick from like Get Out. She's in it. The nanny or whatever. Um, I don't know who the fourth or the second chick was, but she was pretty useless. It seemed like it like the movie tried to be like religious, like for some reason. It seemed like I expect like I thought maybe the twist of the movie when I finished watching, I thought the twist of the movie was that there was no twist, and like that was like the first time that's ever happened for M Night Shyamalan. But like I don't have much to say because the movie was kind of just useless. Like it was violent. Like there was a lot of like violent like scenes, like some crazy like I don't know, just some fucked up scenes, I guess. But it wasn't like super gruesome or anything. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't. I don't think I'm going to be seeing his movies too often anymore because they're not really. Oh, there's my controller. They're not really like special. Like they don't do anything special. I mean, I feel like my mom was a huge M Night Shyamalan fan, right? Like she was a huge fan, and I feel like if she were alive today, she would probably never watch his movies. Like she probably wouldn't care about his movies at all. She'd probably watch like Lady in the Water and probably have just been like, yeah, no, I'm good. 'Cause I remember that was like one of the last ones she watched, and she was like, yeah, his movies are kind of just getting bad. I feel like Lady in the Water was bad, but like at least it had like fans who appreciated it. I feel like this movie, like there's just really it's kind of religious. Like I feel like that was kind of like I don't know how to explain, but like it feels like he thought he was smart for making it like a religious style movie, and it's kind of crazy sometimes. Like you're kind of like questioning a lot, and like the movie does like he did well at like building the suspense, but there was just nothing at the end. He is terrible, and I will go forever and say this: he is a terrible, terrible writer when it comes to finishing his stories. His third or fourth act or whatever is the worst. It's the absolute worst. It's just the worst. Even in Old, like they're just terrible. And I know it's a joke that he like makes bad twists at the end, but this one didn't have a twist, and the movie was okay. It was just like I don't know if it wasn't M Night Shyamalan, maybe this movie would be okay. But like I expected something to happen, and nothing. Excuse me, nothing really happened. So I don't know if I had to rate it. Um, I don't know, man. I reviewed Old, and I think I gave that a terrible score. Like a 5.5. I'd say like a 5.5 out of 10, and I mean that's okay, I guess. It's worth like sitting down and watching because it's like interesting to like gather, but like it's not memorable to me at all. It's really like it's not something I'm gonna go back and watch again at all. Probably, to be honest. I wish it was better. I really do. We were kind of like skeptical on it anyway, but like the trailer, I felt like showed a little too much, and I mean, the movie starts like right away. Like it gets going like right away. There's not a lot of like build up to like the stuff that's happening, but like the whole knock in the cabin thing that happens like right when the movie opens up, and that's pretty cool. Like I mean, it does good at like pacing, but then like at the end, it's just there was no payoff. There was just nothing there, and I mean that matters. I feel like you got to have a good twist. You know, what a twist! I don't know. I'm gonna go like 5.5, 6. I'm just gonna say 5.5. I don't even think it's really worth seeing, to be honest. But if you're a big fan of him, maybe you'll just be like, oh, that's intriguing. But like, because there were some like aspects of it that were kind of like, oh, okay. But I didn't have like a lot of problems with the movie or anything. It was just kind of useless. I guess I don't know. One no Avatar, one no Puss in Boots. I gotta do reviews on those too.